welcome to another edition of You Can Get There From Here. I'm Dr. Joe Moore, Chair of the Department of Communication and Digital Media Production at the University of Central Missouri, and it's my pleasure every week to get to sit down and visit with some of our alumni. I talk to those who graduated in digital media production, others who got their degree in communication studies, and some who completed a master's degree. Today, we are visiting with one of our old friends from communication studies, Anna Pizzo. Anna is in the construction marketing industry, and there's going to be a lot of fun stuff to talk to her about that. But Anna, how are you doing today? Good to have you on the show.
I'm so good. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you.
Well, we're glad to have you on. We've been trying to get this coordinated for a little while now, so we finally get you on the show. Let's start out with a little backstory. Who is Anna Pizzo, and where are you from? What brought you to UCM? What got you into communication studies?
Yeah, definitely. I am from St. Charles, Missouri. I'm born and raised. I went to the University of Central Missouri back in 2015 as a little freshman. I joined the sorority Alpha Phi. And I knew pretty much right away into like the first or second semester of freshman year that I wanted to be a communications major. And so I really jumped right in and I finished my degree in 4 years. So I graduated in 2019 from the University of Central Missouri with my bachelor's in communication and my minor in marketing. And yeah, I graduated in May of 2019 and it is 2025 and I've been with Keeley for the last 5 years and I love every second of it.
You know, I'm going to just lean right into this because I hear a lot of people say, come on, what are you going to do with a communication degree? Now, we have our answer for that. Anything. You could do anything with a
Anything.
communication degree. But why was it communication for you? You said that you knew right away that's what you wanted to do. Why is that?
I think it's partially because I really rooted out like a lot of the other degrees. I'm like, I know I don't want to be a teacher. I know I don't really want to go into like some of the other like niche groups. And I was like, communications, like, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up, but I know I love people. I love talking to people. I love learning about how people work and why people do the things they do and what influences them and how they make decisions and how they listen and how they talk. So that's really what drew me. And I had a couple of sorority sisters in Alpha Phi who like persuaded me and they're like, hey, look, we don't know too much about the real world. We're still here in college and we're like, but we do know that communications is going to be broad and it's going to help us no matter where we go. So
Yeah, you figured that out pretty early that in any industry you get into, you're going to have to be able to communicate, right? So good on your sorority sisters. Who are they?
Diana Ramirez was one of them, who I still am very good friends with today. She actually works at Keeley with me, which is amazing. And Erica Miller, she's in Blue Springs, Kansas City. And those were the two that really stood out to me.
Or remind me to drop them a note and tell them thank you for bringing you to us.
I will.
Oh, and one of the things that we talk a lot about with communication is it's a field where it really lends itself to having a minor. You know, you're going to get your general education courses, of course, which are so important. You're going to major in communication, learn how to build those communication skills, how to build relationships, how to work in groups, and things like that. You did your minor in marketing. What was it that made you want to go that route?
Again, I had a lot of friends that were in marketing, both business and marketing. And what drew me to that department was just how it paired nicely with communications on how really again, it's just the philosophy of people, of talking to people, learning about them, seeing what influences them, why they do the things that they do, and just the creative aspect of it too, like marketing. Just marketing anything. Like there's so much behind marketing that like people don't even realize, like more than just the social media and websites and all of that. It's way more than just that. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I worry that people, when they think about marketing today, anytime I'm doing any kind of research and I look up marketing, it always comes up social media marketing, and that's certainly a part of it.
Right.
But it's all really, it's relationships. If you're going to build a brand, you have to build relationships first, right?
Right. Yeah, that's so important. That's why relationships are the reason why people are at companies, why people buy certain products, why all of our relationships are with friends and family. Like they're the reason why we all keep going. They're so important.
So what did you get involved in? You know, you said you're an Alpha Phi, but what else did you get involved in when you were in college to help you build your chops when it comes to communication and to marketing?
A really big one that I know off the top of my head, besides um I worked at a couple restaurants and bars during my time there, but a really big one was I forgot what it's called, but it is a student ambassador. So I was a student ambassador, and that led me to really like communicating and persuading incoming potential students to the university and to the campus. So I loved it because I was with a lot of other students who were so passionate and so excited about UCM. They loved it. So I fit in right there. And then we were just so excited to teach younger individuals like why we came to UCM and kind of just sell them on like we have this and we have this and like other universities don't have all of these amazing things that we offer. So that was really great that I was involved in, and I still remember like the stuff I did, and it was great.
Yeah, so you were using those communication skills to market your university. I mean, you kind of
Really.
have to have a belief in what you're marketing, right? So then you left right from here. Now, did you do, I can't remember, did you do an internship with Keeley or did you just go straight there for work?
I did not do an internship with Keeley.
Okay.
No, I did a few other internships, but not with Keeley.
Who else did you do internships with?
I did it was called like LHM, Lodging Hospitality Management. I was placed at a hotel here in Maryland Heights called the Sheraton at the Westport. And I was like a hotel concierge, so I just learned all about the hospitality industry, and I
That seems
loved
like a
that.
fun job.
It was fun.
When I go to hotels and I meet the concierge, I'm like, they always seem like they really enjoy what they're doing.
Yeah, and we got to meet so many people that were from all over the world. So that was cool of just like communicating with them, learning about them, seeing why they're going to the places that they're going to. Um, and then yeah, I only had one internship, I think. I can't remember the other. Maybe it was online. I don't remember, but
You were getting some experience though. So
yeah.
we talk a lot about the value of internships. Give your best pitch for why somebody should do an internship.
Oh my gosh. So we run a huge internship program here at Keeley, and everyone needs to be involved in at least one internship in their life because college teaches you a lot about like relationships and being timely and kind of finishing your work on time. But like, there's nothing like experiencing the real world in an internship of being around real adults who come to work at their 9 to 5 or whatever it is, and the way that they're dressed and the way they act and the way they are polished and really just are a part of society, if you will. So I think that's important. And you just, a lot of internships, you learn skills that you wouldn't necessarily learn in college. So, and you can bring those back as you're finishing up your year, 2 years, and kind of just learn and really grow on them.
Yeah, I always like to think that in college we do a good job of the book learning. Teaching you the theories and how to do it and how to do it in our method with, with your professors looking over your shoulder and guiding you and stuff. But you need that internship to get out there, as you say, in the real world with real professionals, real adults who are in society, who are living life, and to kind of, to pick up some tips from them and to glean some information from them and make those contacts. And you did all that, and that led you to Keeley Properties. So take us on that journey because you've had a couple of jobs in there. What do you do with Keeley?
So back in 2019, I started at Keeley, and Keeley has three different sections of the company. There's properties, construction, and restoration. And I started on the leasing side of the properties. So I was on the management team helping recruit incoming residents, helping them find their perfect new home, having them sign leases, and then being the reason why they re-signed their lease at one of our properties. So after about a year of doing that, I started doing all of the marketing piece for the building as well. So I helped with the events, the social media, the e-blast, the website, all that fun stuff, along with giving tours to the residents too. And just being like that really big like resident experience piece of getting the residents in and having them stay. And then after that, I moved on to the corporate side of Keeley Properties, which there I was onboarding and assisting the resident experience program at all of our properties. So we had about 8 or 10 of them at the time. So I was helping onboard leasing agents, property managers, introducing them to Keeley, and then introducing them to the brand of the property that they worked at. And then just teaching them like how important our residents are, how we want to spread the word about our properties and how they're 5-star luxury properties, and just really recruiting and getting residents in, having them stay, putting on events for them, posting on our social media pages, all of that stuff. Um, and then about a year ago, I came on to the Keeley Companies side. So at Keeley Companies, we oversee the properties, construction, and restoration on a larger scale marketing team. So here we have about 10 of us, and we have our own in-house photographer, videographer, website person, social media, all of that stuff, which is great because when I was at Keeley Properties, it was just me doing all those things on a smaller scale.
Oh, wow.
So I'm definitely the jack of all trades, expert at none. I know how to do them all to a certain point, but like being on Keeley marketing team with all of them has been so amazing because they teach me stuff all about the different like marketing tools that we have in our toolbox. But what I do is I work closely with our business development team for the construction side currently. So our business development team, they all are different sales reps. We have about 12 of them right now. And they're selling all of our different construction pieces. So we have paving, we have civil, we have building, we have industrial. And I'm in the background putting together marketing strategies by using our entire toolbox. So putting together a digital strategy with an event, or putting together social media strategy with sponsored ads, and then arming our salespeople with those items to generate revenue and growth for the company. So it is
So
so much
not,
fun.
yeah, so not to make a pun, but you really got in on the ground floor and climbed within the company, right?
Right.
Are you more now business to business, or so when you do your marketing, work in the construction, you're more business to business, yeah?
Yes, so that's a really great point. And I always try to tell people that too is when I first started at Keeley, I was B2C, like completely. And it's a different animal than B2B. Like, so now I have been B2B and it's different. And when I was at Keeley Properties, I knew it from the ground up because I was on site, I was face to face, I was a frontline worker with these residents. But now B2B, I mean, I'm not an expert in construction. I don't know the ins and outs of construction, but I know a lot about business acumen, about marketing, about communications, and that's the piece that they were needing. So,
What is it you like best about it? I mean, you have the leasing side, you have the touring side, now you're working with the construction group. I mean, all the time doing the marketing and everything. What do you like best?
um, I feel like it really hasn't changed much, but the people. Like I love whenever I was on the property side, the residents they were amazing. I loved them so much. And now being on this side, I would say number one thing is my team. I love Keeley marketing team with my whole heart. Like we are together every day, all day, and it's just they're the best. And then also working closely with the business development team, and they're also different. And construction's blue collar and it's different. It's not something that I've ever been a part of, but it's cool, and it's cool learning about stuff and like seeing what we're building and how we're building it, and like all of that stuff is really like construction's cool. So,
Yeah. You get to see at the beginning of the day, a foundation. At the end of the day, a whole house. I mean,
right.
you're seeing it grow. The fruits of your labor are happening right in front of your eyes. So
Exactly.
people may not have noticed this or not, is you speak with your hands, and there's a little bit of something that keeps showing up on my screen. What's next for Anna Pizzo?
My God. I do talk with my hands.
So do I. It's okay.
I'm getting married
Yay!
to,
Congratulations.
thank you. His name's Michael Butterfield. He also was a UCM alumni too. So
I
he
think
was
I know that name. What did he major in?
he was in business and
Okay,
marketing.
I think I know the name. Okay. So when's
Yeah.
that? We're
So
recording this on July 17th. When are you getting married?
September 27th.
Hey, isn't wedding planning just the best?
Oh my God. It is so much fun. Really, like there's been a
Really,
lot.
you're enjoying it? I hated it. Let's just get to the wedding and be done.
That's how Michael is too, but it's okay. I love it.
Good, good. What about professionally? What's next?
Um, well, professionally, I was just promoted in this position a couple weeks ago, so it's been kind
Oh,
of a couple months.
congratulations. I didn't
Thank
realize it was
you.
that close.
It's
That
been a
means
couple
everything.
months coming, but the final promotion was a couple weeks ago. So, I mean, everything, there's so much change in our organization right now. There's a lot, but I don't know. I don't know the next steps right now. I know that we're trying to just put everything on under a belt, and I'm working closely with Tim. He runs the marketing team. He is our marketing director. So, really just helping him with everything we can and trying to put together new strategies and new exciting stuff and really just growing our team to our organization to $1 billion in the next couple of years is the biggest goal. So, however we can get
Pretty
there.
big. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Well, Anna, that's great. Congratulations on the promotion. Congratulations on the upcoming nuptials. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank
Before
you.
you get out of here, I have to ask you for some advice because you came to college, you worked your way up the ladder, you did the internships, you got involved with campus activities so you could practice your skills. What advice do you have for a current student studying communication? And what advice would you have for a student who's coming to UCM and they're not really sure what they want to study? What would you tell them why they should study communication?
So I guess I'll start with your second question. A reason why you should study communications is just like we talked about in the beginning of it's so broad and especially if you don't know what you want to be when you grow up.
I love
This
it
is
when you put that.
this is the perfect major that you could pick because it has something for everyone. And it's just going to make you a better communicator, a better person. It's going to help you with even your relationships outside of the professional world. So definitely be a communications major. It'll help you with everything. Some advice for students that are graduating is I would say a lot of things that I see in like younger generation is stick things out. I know things get hard and like things ebb and flow all the time, whether it's a class,
Yeah.
whether it's like an organization, like a club or something like that. Stick it out because I know it's so easy to give up, but like I promise it's gonna be worth it. If you joined it for a reason, if you took the class for a reason, you went to UCM for a reason, whatever that something is, just stick it through because it's just you're gonna be good. I know things get tough, but like stick things through and you'll be so much happier because you can say, oh yeah, I did that. I finished it. I did it. Like I got my degree or I finished the class or whatever it is. So
Yeah, it may not work out the way you thought it was going to or the way you hoped it would in the first place, but if you stick it out, if you stay with it, you learn a lot about yourself, don't you?
you do. And you're like, maybe that wasn't for me, but I did it and I completed it. And I know that that's because if you quit on something, you might not ever know.
Yep.
So
Great advice. Great advice. Anna, thank you so much for being here. Again, congratulations on everything going on. We're so proud of you.
thank
Thank you for
you.
being part of Mule Nation and stay in touch with us, all right?
I will. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, you take care.
You too.
And thank all of you for tuning in today. Remember, you can catch every episode on our YouTube channel through the UCM Media Network. That's youtube.com/UCMMN. You can also listen on Spotify. Special thanks to Jake Mager for creating our theme music for us. Again, this is Dr. Joe Moore reminding you, you can get there from here. Have a great day.